You bet.
Monsieur, I didn't hear you come in. You scared me half to death.
Wouldn't want to do that. There's so many better ways to die. Is everything ready?
Oui.
Good. Cook?
Well, sir?
Everything on schedule?
Dinner will be ready at 7:30. Sharp.
Ah, right on time. You have your instructions?
Oui.
Very well then. Let the game begin. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm not sure if I'm in the right...
Yes, indeed you are expected, Colonel.
How did you...
It is Colonel Mustard, isn't it?
No, that's not my name. My name is Colonel...
I believe it has been recommended that tonight you use a pseudonym.
Oh, thank you. I took an antihistamine before I came.
May I take your coat?
Oh, I suppose.
Oh, don't worry. It's just a maid in the hall. Champagne court.
Champagne.
Don't mind if I do.
Follow me, sir.
Thank you. Are you expecting someone else?
Indeed. I'll be with you in a moment.
This way, monsieur.
Pleasure, my dear.
You come in, madame. You are expected. Follow me.
Do you know who I am?
Only that you are a socialite to be known this evening as Mrs. White.
Yes, it said so in my letter, but why?
Mrs. White, may I introduce you? This is the maid, Yvette. I see you two know each other.
We've never met. Champagne. I think not.
Please, warm yourself in the lounge.
Why? Do I look cold?
A bit.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
I'm rarely pleased to meet anyone. More?
Oh, yes.
Bonjour, madame. Please come in, Monsieur.
Mrs. Peacock, I presume.
Who? Oh, yes, that's me.
Cook, will you please take Mrs. Peacock's stove? I see you two know each other.
Don't be ridiculous. I've never seen this one before in my life. Champagne? My lips belong to the Lord.
Please, the lounge is this way.
Thank you. Oh, for your hospitality. There's a couple Benjamin under the cardinals for you, butler.
How sticky.
I expect to be treated like the wife of a...
Hold that thought. I'll be right.
Oh my, look at the detail of this molding. This is quite a magnificent mansion, isn't it? Who are you? Welcome to the party.
This is turning out to be quite the crowd.
Good evening.
Is this the right place to meet Mr. Boddy?
Sit! No, not you, sir. The dogs. Please, come here.
Sorry, this letter has me rather anxious.
You must be Mr. Green.
Yes, that's exactly who I am.
Welcome, sir.
Whoa, this is not what I expected.
I find if you expect nothing, you're never disappointed.
Oh, I'm not disappointed.
Pardon me, please. Good evening.
Please arrive at 7:30 sharp on Saturday evening. Well, here I am.
Professor Plum.
If you say so.
Well, well, well. And I thought I'd seen everything.
Miss Scarlett, I wasn't aware you were the professor or acquainted.
We're not. The bridge is washed out from the rain, my car broke down, and this professor here offered to give me a ride. I didn't even realize we were headed to the same place until we arrived.
How was the drive?
It's a long haul.
Indeed, it is a long haul. But then again, it is a very large house. Appetizers in the lounge.
Say, what is this godforsaken place anyways?
Oh, this place? This is Boddy Manor. Cook, dinner? Appetizers in the lounge.
Hors d'oeuvres. Good. I'm starving.
My, this really is a party.
Well, greetings all. It's a pleasure for you to see me. Ooh, cocktail hour.
There are so many of you. I didn't realize that...
Right then, we're all here. Mrs. Peacock,
How'd you do?
Mrs. White,
Yes.
Mrs. Scarlett, Colonel Mustard, President, Professor Plum,
Indeed.
Mr. Green.
That's me.
Greetings. I'm Wadsworth, the butler. Tonight, as you may have surmised, nobody is being addressed by the real name. A courtesy your host has provided to ensure your privacy. I suggest you follow his lead and refrain from revealing too much about yourself this evening. You never know when. Dinner.
Dinner. That was more like a cocktail minute.
Mr. Wadsworth, you were saying you never know when what?
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 This way, please. We really ought to keep waiting. Cooking get real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, the dining room is right this way. You will find some tables beside your places. Please be seated.
The best spot.
This is my seat. Colonel, I think you sit next to me.
That place at the table, is that for you?
Indeed, no, sir. I am merely a humble butler.
What exactly do you do?
I will, sir.
All right then. What's all this about, Butler? This dinner party.
Hours not the reason why, hours but to do and die.
Die!
Merely quoting, sir. Alfred Lord Tennyson.
I prefer Kipling myself. Do you like Kipling, Colonel?
Sure, I'll eat anything.
What does that spell? It's something familiar. Shakespeare, my favorite. I know. Bon appetit. Oh, this is delicious. Oh, this is yum, yummy, yum, yum, yum. Well, I guess I'll get the ball rolling. I mean, I'm used to being a hostess. It's an integral part of being the white foot. Oh, I forgot. We're not supposed to say who we really are, but well, I have no idea what we're doing here, but I'm very intrigued and, oh my, this is delicious, isn't it?
I know who you are.
You do?
I work in Washington.
Washington. So, you must be a politician's wife, Miss Peacock.
Yes, I am.
Who's your husband? Maybe I know him.
Well, he's Mrs. White. You've been awfully quiet. What does your husband do? Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, he lies around on his back all day. How lazy.
Not necessarily.
Oh, sorry, here, let me get that.
That'll be $5, mister.
Sorry?
Mr. Green, what do you do in Washington?
Oh, I'd rather not say. I like to follow the rules.
Well, if I were to try to keep the conversation going, we would just be sitting here in embarrassed silence.
Are you afraid of silence, Miss Peacock?
Yes, no, why?
In my professional opinion, it seems you suffer from what we call pressure of speech.
Is that an official diagnosis?
Are you a doctor, Professor?
In psychological medicine,
Do you practice?
not anymore. I currently do research for the U.S. government.
Another politician.
Not exactly. I do research for you-know-who.
Who?
A branch of the United Nations Organization, the World Health Organization.
You know who? It's an acronym.
I have a sister who is a gymnast.
You are a real colonel, aren't you?
I am, sir.
Aren't you going to mention the coincidence that you also live in Washington, D.C., Colonel?
How did you know that?
Oh, I've seen you before.
Does that mean that you also live in Washington?
Sure do.
Does anyone here not live in Washington?
Oh my, then is this about the Red Scare?
I'm not a communist. I'm a Republican.
Why? We've had enough of this. Where is your host and why have you been brought here?
Right on time. Pardon me.
Hey, I've got an idea.
Oh yes, good thinking, Miss Sargent. What are we doing?
The acoustic coupling between the door and the glass allows sound waves to travel from one side to the other.
All the guests have arrived as expected, sir. Everything's going according to plan.
Oh, what a lovely door. I didn't even know it was there.
Oh, for goodness sakes! Who's at the door? I demand to know what's going on.
Can I interest you in any fruit or dessert?
No.
In that case, may I suggest we adjourn this to the study, the coffee and brandy, in which I believe your newly arrived host will review his intentions, your letters will be explained, and the game will be afoot.
Coffee, brandy.
Thank you, Yvette. That will be all.
We want some.
Well, where's our host?
He's not here. No one's here. What is happening?
Cigarette? It'll calm your nerves.
I don't smoke.
For Watford. Open after dinner. It's for you.
Right then. Are you comfortable? I'm with you, good looking.
Oh, out with Wadsworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, these instructions are clear.
Glad something is.
It seems the six of you have all received the same letter. This will be to your advantage to be present on your case because if Mr. Boddy bring an end to a certain long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability.
Yes.
My lips say.
It turns out you all have one thing in common. That pirate McCarthy, we're all being blacklisted, aren't we? Close, Colonel. You're all being blackmailed.
Oh, please. What's someone going to blackmail me for? I go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, lady, don't we all?
Anybody else wish to deny? Until now, you had known who's blackmailing you. but I'm sure equally discerning amongst you has determined that the man who hunts your ransom is Mr. Boddy himself.
Yes, you
All
can.
this stress is not good for my blood pressure.
Who is this body fellow, you British butler?
Who Mr. Boddy is no concern of yours. Suffice it to say, he's a member of the House Un-American Activities Committee, and he feels your activities have been decidedly un-American.
How dare you?
My task this evening is to expose your secrets to each other, rendering you all culpable in each other's indiscretion.
But we hardly know each other.
Precisely.
Don't you think you might spare us this humiliation?
I'm afraid I have no choice. We'll start with you, Professor Plum.
This ought to be good.
It says here you are a professor of psychiatry specializing in pathological lying lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but now I work for the U.S. government.
So your work has not changed. But there's more than that. Your license has been lifted, correct?
Why? What'd he do?
You know how doctors aren't supposed to date their lady patients?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he did.
How awful. You know, someday there will be a reckoning for men like you.
I hope so.
Me too.
You're disgusting.
Are you making moral judgments, Mrs. Peacock?
Well,
How then? Do you justify taking bribes in return for Senator Peacock's votes to certain lobbyists?
my husband is a paid consultant. There's something sinful about that.
Not if it's publicly declared, but if you slip cash from the stall door at Old Emmett's Grill, how would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks.
Edwin, were you in that men's room?
So, it's true.
No, it's a vicious lie.
But you've been paying the blackmail for over a year now to keep this story out of the papers. Seems a little sticky, no?
Now see here.
Well, I believe you. I too am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
So am I.
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed all right, but I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
What'd you do?
I run a non-governmental agency that handles classified affairs.
Affairs in Washington?
Is that how you know Colonel Lester lives in Washington? Is he one of your clients?
Certainly not.
I was asking him to Scarlet.
Will you tell him it's not true?
It's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
Aha, so it is true.
A double negative. A double negative? You mean photographs? Yeah, sure. In fact, double negative is such proof positive. I'm afraid you gave yourself away. Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of other guests? You don't need any help from me. Colonel, it says here you hold a sensitive security position in the Pentagon. Those negatives most certainly compromise your position.
In what position exactly were you caught in, Colonel?
This is an outrage. Mrs. White, you've been paying our friend the blackmail ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Say what you want, I didn't go.
Why are you paying the blackmail?
Well, I don't want another scandal, do I?
Another.
It was a humiliating confrontation. He threatened to kill me in public.
Why would you want to kill me in public?
I think she means he threatened, in public, to kill her.
It was all over the papers.
And if he was the one who died, not you, Mrs. White, not you.
He was found dead at home, unclothed. His head had been cut off, and so had his, you know. But I didn't do it. I've been out at the movies all evening.
What was showing?
The Naked Alibi.
A likely story.
But she was your second husband. Your first one also disappeared.
Well, that was his job. He was an illusionist.
But he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist.
And lastly, Mr. Green, who is a...
I don't need you to unmask me, Wadsworth. I know what you're going to say about me.
What's that?
Mr. Green, who's a homosexual.
Not me.
I beg your pardon?
You asked who is homosexual. And I said not me. Yes. Thank you, Colonel. But there's more to than that, right?
How do you mean?
There's questions in support of politics.
My politics? Since when is working for the Republican Party a crime?
You swore an oath of allegiance to the Republican Party and neglected to vote for Eisenhower in the last election. That is grounds for announcing that everyone was for him.
But voting records are confidential.
Everything has its price, Mr. Green.
So there you have it.
Have
A
what?
crooked senator's wife, a lascivious doctor, a disloyal Republican, and so forth. Not exactly adhering to an all-American standard of behavior, are you?
Depends on who you ask.
But if this Boddy fellow is such a noble civilian himself, then why didn't he report us to the authorities?
And miss a honest opportunity to make a buck? Come on now, Professor. What could be more American than that? Pass a pie.
All right, Wadsworth. So we're being blackmailed by a renegade McCarthyist. Where does that leave us?
Where is this Mr. Boddy?
What does he want from us?
Who cares? I've got waiting to find out. I've done nothing wrong. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Peacock. You can stay in denial, but you cannot leave this house.
I'm the wife of a great senator. You can't tell me what to do. Locked?
Indeed. All the doors are locked, the windows are barred, and the grounds are patrolled like vicious dogs. There's no way out.
This is
You can't do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce your host for this evening is your blackmailer for life, Mr. Boddy. How do you do?
Right?
What did I
It's not a polite competition.
Oh, Mrs. White in the study with her knee. Thank you.
I studied my cards.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is one more piece of information you may like to have.
What?
The police are coming in less than an hour.
The police?
Unless
what?
you agree to build that.
And why would we agree to that?
Because if you don't, I'll put this briefcase containing all the evidence to expose your wrongdoings to the hands of the police, the president, and the House of Automatic Acquittal. With the right spin, those fellows can make a caveat of anything. I think some of you face a lifetime of jail, and others a lifetime of shame.
You can't do
So
this.
likely, unless.
Unless what?
Well, there's something you do for me that would just change the game. Something I can't bear to do myself.
What?
Have a seat, please. What's this about, sir? In this bag, there are 6 packages that I thought our guest might find useful this evening. Packages? Presents, if you will. I'm a generous sort of fellow. Are you? Well, please see to it that each guest receives a gift. Anyone want to make a guess to what's in your gift?
Perfume?
Candy.
A rare single malt scotch whiskey?
I'm guessing it is fun. Please, open it.
A candlestick? What's this for?
A wrench? A weapon?
A dagger?
A revolver?
A snake? It's just a rope.
In your hands, you each have a lethal weapon. You all came in tonight because you believe the evidence against you was so terrible that you'd do anything to keep it secret. I'm putting that theory to a test. You are? Wadsworth here is the only other person who knows your secret. And it's costing us all dearly to keep it quiet.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't have to double your payments if I didn't have to pay Wadsworth for his secret.
Wadsworth?
That's a lie. He may look suave and charming. Thank you. But really, he's conniving and manipulative. False. Why do you think he's called the police?
You called the police?
Only because he instructed me to do so. Did I? Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one way for you to get out of this. For you to end your blackmail, and for me to be done with this terrible business once for all. You can manage to get rid of Wadsworth.
Get rid of.
Does he mean him?
You can eliminate Wadsworth,
Yes, I think that's what he means.
who not only knows all of your secrets, but also mine. Then I'll have no need to increase your blackmail, or expose you to the police. After all I've done for you. That he's a liar. I'm not a butler. I'm an indentured servant. I'm one of you. A familiar refrain. Don't make a scene, Wadsworth. It's over. The only way for you to end your blackmail and avoid finding your faces on the front pages is for one of you to kill Wadsworth. Now!
It's Mr. Boddy!
Oh, thank goodness.
Is he breathing?
Stand back. Like a doctor. He's dead.
Who had the gun?
I did.
So you shot me?
I did not.
If you didn't, who did?
The lights went out. Somebody grabbed the gun from my hand. The next thing I knew, there was a shot.
There's no gunshot wound.
He's right, there isn't. Look, there's a bullet lodged over there.
Equal out, Scarlet.
But if the bullet's over there, then how did he die here?
I don't know. I'm not a forensics expert.
Something else must have killed him.
One of us must have killed him.
I need a drink.
Maybe he was poisoned by the brain.
Poison?
Mrs. Peacock, it's okay. There's nothing to worry about. Everything will...
Well, someone had to stop her screaming.
Was it poisonous?
How should I know?
Looks like they'll never know.
Unless she dies too.
The screams are coming from the billiard room. Hello? Are you alright? Who's in there?
C'est moi.
You bet?
Oui.
You bet? Are you alright?
No.
You bet? Are you alive?
Of course I'm alive, you idiot. No thanks to you, Wadsworth locked us up in this house with a murderer.
So the killer is here.
Oui.
Where?
Well, here. We are looking at him. Or her.
What took you so long?
I am an old woman who may or may not have been poisoned. It's amazing I'm anywhere. I heard you were talking in the study. One of you is the killer.
How could you hear us in the study?
While I was listening, I had a tape recorder in the billiard room connected to the study. Monsieur Boddy asked me to record the conversation.
Why would he ask you to do that?
For more evidence, of course, Wadsworth revealed your secrets in the study, and now they are all recorded.
What a snake. I've got to destroy them. Where are the tapes?
Who cares about the tapes? What about the body?
What body?
Body.
But Yvette, why were you in there screaming all by yourself?
Well, I was frightened. I also drank the cognac. Maybe I am poisoned too. Plus, one of you is the killer. Monsieur Boddy is dead.
We have to figure out which one of them did it.
What do you mean, which one of them?
Well, I didn't do it.
Neither did I.
Well, one of you did. I would have done it myself when I didn't have access to any weapon.
Don't look at me. All I got was a candlestick.
Maybe it wasn't one of us.
Who else could it have been?
Who else is in the house?
Only the cook.
Seneca!
As far as I can tell, the cook's not here.
What a lovely kitchen. My husband and I had a kitchen very similar to this in our first brownstone. It has such a homey feel, doesn't it?
It's the cook with the dagger in her back.
Someone must have killed her.
Oh, I didn't do it.
This makes two.
To what?
Murders.
I hate murders.
I think you better explain yourself, Wadsworth. Me? Yes, you? Who else would want to kill the cook?
Dinner wasn't that bad.
How'd you make jokes at a time like this?
It's my defense mechanism.
Some defense. If I were the killer, I'd kill you next. I said if. There's only one individual here, and it's not me. It's Mrs. White.
I've admitted nothing.
You paid the blackmail. How many husbands have you had?
Mine or other women's.
Yours.
5.
5.
Yes, just 5. I believe husbands should be like Kleenex. Soft, strong, and disposable.
Well, if it wasn't you, who was it? Who had the dagger?
It was you. The dagger belonged to you.
Yes, but I put it down.
Where?
In this study. Any one of us could have picked it up.
Well, I didn't.
Well, I just said I put it down. So, it was Mr. Green.
Can somebody please help me?
You really ought to learn to speak up for yourself better, Mr. Green.
Gentlemen, may I suggest we take the cook's body into the study.
Why?
For starters, if the police arrive and they find this, we'll all be in custody and under suspicion for murder.
Murder?
And secondly, I'm the butler. I like to keep the kitchen tidy.
The body's gone.
What do you mean?
Nobody.
Mr. Boddy's body! It's gone! Maybe he wasn't really dead.
He was.
Maybe we should have made sure.
I thought I had.
So, was he dead or wasn't he?
Well, maybe he was dead, but someone moved him.
Who would move him?
And why?
Oh my, all this excitement. Excuse me, is there a little girl's room?
Oui, oui, madame.
No, I just want to powder my nose.
This is a toilet outside the billiard room.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but we do have these small issues. 2 dead bodies, 1 missing, 1 present, and the imminent arrival of the police.
The bridge is washed out. That should buy some extra time.
But I don't want extra time. I want the police to arrive. I have stuck in this house with a murderer.
Well, once the police arrive, the rest of us, we're doomed.
Wadsworth. Am I right in thinking that there's nobody else in this house?
No.
So, there is someone else in this house.
Sorry, I said no, meaning yes.
No meaning yes?
Yes.
Look, I want a straight answer.
Don't look at me.
Wadsworth, is there someone else in the house? Yes or no?
No.
No, there is, or no, there isn't.
Yes.
There seems to be some confusion about whether or not we're the only people in this house.
There isn't.
There isn't any confusion, or if there's anybody else.
Oh,
Just give me a clear answer.
what was the question?
Is there anyone else in the house?
No!
That's what he says, but how does he know?
Look, we've got a killer on the loose, the missing dead body of Mr. Boddy, a cook with a dagger in her back, and all these easily accessible weapons, the rope, the revolver, the candlestick, the wrench, and hey, where's the lead pipe?
Mr. Boddy.
Mr. Boddy, dead again?
I'm going to faint!
He's dead.
That's what he's
Somebody catch her.
I'll catch you. Oh, sorry.
Mrs. Peacock.
Yes?
Where were you when this happened?
In the bathroom. At first, I thought he was attacking me, but then I realized he had left, dead, probably at the door frame, just waiting to follow at someone.
Who would do such a thing?
And why?
Why would somebody want to kill him twice?
That's what we call overkill.
But what difference does it make?
Makes a difference to him.
Makes a difference to us. We have to figure out who killed him, where, and with what.
Seems like it was probably the lead pipe.
10 points, Professor Plum.
What kind of game are you playing, Wadsworth?
This isn't a game.
You! The lead pipe belongs to you.
But I dropped it on the way to the kitchen.
People don't just drop murder weapons.
Well, I didn't know it was a murder weapon when I dropped it.
So any one of us could have picked it up.
Yes, any one of us could have, but who? Who did pick up the lead pipe and brutally murdered Mr. Boddy, living in blood in the bathroom? Who?
Cool it, Butler. While you lose your marbles, I'm over here trying to do something useful. Have you all forgotten about the evidence against us?
Evidence?
Boddy's briefcase is locked.
There has to be a key.
Mr. Green, would you be so kind as to reach in Mr. Boddy's pockets for the key to the evidence so that we may destroy said evidence once and for all?
Why me?
Why not?
Well, alright.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I don't like germs.
Or fingerprints?
No, just the germs. Oh, got it.
Give it here. It's empty.
Empty.
But where's all the evidence?
I knew he was a liar. Had the evidence in his briefcase by foot.
Well, we must find that evidence.
And destroy it.
Evidence against us aside. We're locked in a room with 2 dead bodies, and the cops are on the way. I suggest we move the bodies to the couch so they look less dead.
Some party this is turning out to be.
Help me, Monsieur Green.
Cadavers are heavier than they seem, aren't they?
I wouldn't know.
Right. Neither would I.
Oopsies.
Here.
Prop her up. Aren't you all strong and virile?
There. They just look asleep.
Forget about the bodies. We need to do something about this room full of murder weapons and a homicidal maniac on the loose.
I know. We'll put the weapons in the bag.
What good will that do?
Goes above the bag.
I believe murderers know how zippers work, Wadsworth.
I know. We'll put the bag in the safe.
Terrific. Where's the safe?
In the hall.
I don't see a safe.
Is that an original trumbull, Mr. Wadsworth?
Those are quite expensive.
That was an appetite for art appreciation, but oh.
A hidden safe behind a portrait. How original.
There. Locked.
Well,
But what about the key?
I'll put it in my pocket.
But what if you're the murderer?
I'm not.
But what if you are?
I know. We'll throw it outside.
oui, à l'extérieur.
But it's raining at l'extérieur.
I'm not suggesting we go outside. I'm suggesting we stay inside, but throw away the key.
But you'd have to open up the door, wouldn't you?
I would.
But what if the killer's outside?
Better out than in.
Yes, we want to keep it that way, wouldn't we? We open the door, we risk letting the killer back inside.
But maybe if we open the door, we'd encourage the killer to go out.
The killer seems to be doing a fine job of opening and closing doors all by himself. I don't see how us opening the door for one tiny second could possibly make any sort of a difference.
Okay, but what if? Open the door, throw out the key, and the killer catches it. Then, the killer has fewer tiny copies here.
I think we might be overthinking this. Follow me. I'm going to throw away the key. Knocked down! Was that the killer?
She didn't look like a killer.
Ain't killing no one.
Leave her to me. Interrogation is my specialty. How do you do?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb the whole household, but my car broke down outside and I was wondering if I could borrow your phone.
Are you a killer?
What? No!
Okay, this way, please.
Thank you. Well, where is it?
What? The body?
The phone. What body?
There's nobody. There's nobody.
Right. There's no body in the study.
No.
No.
That phone's been disconnected. You can use the one from the lounge. This way.
Alrighty then. Thank you.
Alright. I'd locked you in the lounge.
We've got one potential suspect contained in the lounge. That leaves the whole rest of this place up for grabs. Who knows what could be behind all these doors?
I suggest we handle this in proper military fashion. We split up and search the house.
Split up.
Yes, we split up. That way none of us will be alone.
But what if one of us is paired with the killer?
Well, we didn't.
Yes, but then we would have discovered who the murderer is.
Yes, but the other half of the pair would be dead.
This is war, Peacock. Casualties are inevitable. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Every cook will tell you that.
But look what happened to me, Cook.
Colonel, are you willing to take that chance?
What choice do we have?
None.
I suppose you're right.
Alright, troops, divide and conquer. I'll split us up into pairs. Eeny, meeny, miny,
No. Mrs. White, you come with me. Yvette, you're with Mr. Green. Miss Peacock, you're with Professor Plum. And Miss Scarlett, you're with Eeny Meeny.
But what if one of us is paired with a killer?
We'll remember you fondly. Now, leave no door open and cherish your partner. This might be the last person you ever see.
Go on. I'll be right behind you.
That's why I'm nervous.
Why? It's just us. We're alone.
That's just the thing, Mrs. White. No man in his right mind would ever be alone with me.
Fine. You go in there and I'll go in here.
Fine.
Are you going in?
Yes, you?
Yes.
On the count of 3. 1, 3.
Nothing in here?
Nothing aggravated.
Shall we search the ballroom?
After you.
This is quite an impressive library.
How am I supposed to find anything if I don't even know what I'm looking for?
Civilized societies perpetually menaced with this disintegration through this primary hostility of men towards one another.
Your fancy words are intimidating me, Professor.
I take no credit, Miss Peacock. Roy, I think he's onto something.
That was not the time for academic pursuits. We're supposed to be looking for the evidence.
It's a fruitless search, if you ask me. I mean, it's not like we're going to just walk into a room and find evidence plastered on the wall.
I suppose you're right.
Come on, let's go upstairs. Maybe we'll be excited by something in the bedroom.
I've been excited by something in the bedroom for years.
I'm a little nervous. I'm at that big house on the hill. I've been locked in the lounge. I didn't expect to be a whole group of people here. I think they're having some sort of party. And the funny thing is, I think one of them is my customer. Yeah, like their Tuesday night passenger.
There you are.
I never believed what I found in the hallway. Professor Plum's stupid tobacco pipe.
Huh. What do you think that means?
Who knows, but it seems suspicious if you ask me.
I just did.
Honestly, Colonel. This is the last room to search in this beastly mansion, and we still haven't found the evidence.
I think this time has been productive nevertheless.
Aren't you a Pollyanna?
You're a brave and determined lady, Miss Scarlet. I really enjoyed the time together. I mean, it's a lovely group of people all in all, murders aside. But I suppose I would like to hear Mrs. White explain when and how she lost her veil in the billiard room, but...
You found White's veil in the billiard room? Odd.
Odd?
Odd. A trap door! A trap door leading to a secret passage! Come on!
Ladies first, Miss Scarlet?
How heroic.
Where are we now?
How should I know? The lights are off.
Turn them on.
I would if I could see anything.
Okay. I'm gonna do my way around.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Table.
Telephone.
Chair.
Body.
A body? Ah!
By the door!
Get us out of here!
Help! Help! Murder! Murder!
Help! Let us in! Let us in! Let us out! Let us out!
You can't let you out. The door is locked.
You have the keys, Wadsworth. You locked the motorist in here.
That's right. I do. No, I haven't. You're gone.
Gone?
I have an idea.
There's a murderer on the loose. Please get us out of here.
There's no alternative. I'm just gonna have to break down the door. Stand back. I'm a doctor.
Stand back, I am a woman.
What happened?
What's going on?
Help! Murder!
I will help you. The door is open. I am not shooting at you. You can come out now.
Why were you shooting at us?
To open the door.
But you could have killed us.
You said stand back.
Wadsworth, let's find the key to the lounge to our priority list.
Say, Frenchie, where'd you get that gun anyways?
The safe, it was unlocked.
Unlocked?
Impossible. I have the key. No, I haven't. You're gone.
Gone?
Someone must have snatched the keys while we were searching the house.
Not to be the dead horse, but again, I feel like having all the keys is really...
I thought you said to throw away the keys to the safe.
I did say that, but I didn't do that. Someone must have snatched the keys from my pocket while we were searching the house.
So, whoever has the keys is the killer?
Precisely.
Speaking of the killer, there's a dead body in the lounge, you know. The motorist is dead.
Which one did you kill there?
We found her together.
And she was already dead.
But the door to the lounge was locked.
We went through a secret passage we found in the conservatory.
Secret passage? Who designed this place?
The Parker brothers. Don't worry, it's not the police.
It's the police.
I'm gonna open that door.
No.
It's the right thing to do.
Open the door. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, officer. We've been expecting you.
You have?
We haven't.
I got a tip about an abandoned car near the gates of this house. Did motorists stop by for help by any chance?
No. Yes.
There seems to be some disagreement. At any rate, can I come and use the phone?
No. Of course you can. You can use the phone in the study.
Occupied.
The phone in the lounge will do.
Out of order.
Right. Excuse me. You can use the phone in the library. This way, please.
You're acting rather peculiar.
Because a chandelier fell down.
Sweet love
It
over there.
You could have killed us, but don't worry. The maid will clean it up.
That's all well and good, but what's going on in the lounge and the study?
Lounging, study. This way, please.
Let me have a look.
Of course, officer. I'll take you on a grand tour of Boddy Manor. This house was built by Lord Reginald Boddy in 1784.
We've got to cover our tracks and get rid of this guy.
Lord Boddy was declared Lord Boddy after he discovered an antibody that was discovered to save everybody. Notice the mahogany floors. Did you know that in the 17th century, the buccaneer John Squibling recorded these mahogany for making canoes? Can you canoe?
What? Hey, where'd everyone go?
This way, please. Notice the brass doorknobs, crafted specifically for Lord Boddy by his buddy in 1798.
I don't care about the doorknobs, mister. What's going on around here? What are you hiding in those two rooms?
Which two rooms?
The lounge and the study.
Oh, those two rooms.
Yes.
No, officer, I don't think you should go in there.
And why not?
Because it's all too shocking.
Hello, officer. Welcome to the party.
Excuse me.
You are excused.
Pardon me.
Good night, officer.
Good night. That wasn't awfully shocking, mister. Those folks are just having a good time. Why didn't you tell me this was a party?
My apologies, sir?
I'll just have a peek in the lounge, if you don't mind. Excuse me?
Good evening, officer.
Are these men drunk?
Dead drunk.
Want to sip?
Oh, I don't think I'm drunk. The people so long.
Oh, here if you do. But here if you don't.
What?
What?
Good evening, officer.
Thank you. Well,
I can explain everything.
no explanation necessary. There's nothing illegal about any of it.
There's not?
Of course not. This is America. Now it's the pursuit of happiness. May I close now?
Certainly. It's the library, officer.
Thank you.
You can all come out now.
I've done worse.
No. All right. I've locked the cop in the library.
How'd you do that? Thought you didn't have the keys.
I don't have my right pocket keys, but my left pocket keys are still intact. Now, we must find the evidence and we can't afford any more murders. Now go.
Hello? Hello? The power outage? Must be a storm. Oh, hello? Chief? Yes, this is. Hello? Is anyone there? Is this phone working?
Hello? Turn out the lights. Hello? Oh, it's only you. I thought you were the killer.
Hello? Did somebody cut the line? Hello?
Did you find the clip? What is that in your hand?
Oh, good. You can hear me. You see, I found an abandoned car and wound it up in this old mansion where all the lights just went out. They're having some sort of parties, and you'll never believe what I just saw. No! Let there be light.
Shh. Do you hear that?
Sounds like a telephone's off the hook.
It's come from the library.
That's
All right.
what the killer must be.
All right. I'm going in.
Aren't you afraid?
Of course.
Oh, what? A fate worse than death?
No, just that. Excuse me, Mr. Cobb. Do you need any assistance? Maybe a phone book, perhaps?
Hey, listen. The butler asked you a question. Hey, have the telephone ready or I will. Go, go, go.
We should be safe here in the billiard room.
I don't feel safe.
How about around the pool to pass the time?
Rack 'em up.
I am
Mr. Boddy, the motorist, the cop, the vet, and the singing telegram girl.
Yes, but who is the murderer?
Ain't that the million-dollar question?
Sometimes the most obvious answer is right under our noses. It all started like this. At the beginning of the evening, there was thunder, lightning, the dog barked. Ding dong, Colonel Mustard. Ding dong, Mrs. White, who noticed the vet. Dun dun, then Mrs. Peacock, who noticed the cook. Dun dun, then Mr. Green. Sit. No, not you. Please, come in. Then Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet. Dong, dinner is served. That was more like back 10 minutes to the diner. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Shots, things, soup. Then Mr. Boddy arrived and we went to the study. Go feed. Then feed. Who is this body, fellow butler? How do you do? Then Mr. Boddy asked me to test out packages. Then Mr. Boddy turned off the lights. Now. Mr. Boddy was dead, but not really. Really, he was alive. He just didn't know. Then Mrs. Peacock drank his drink. Then we heard a scream from the good. But Mrs. Peacock joined late. Then Mrs. White asked, who else is in this house? To which we all replied, Seneca! Who we found, knife in her back. Oh God, it's so gross. Blood, germs, oxygen. We take the first body into the study. But Boddy's body was gone. Then Mrs. Peacock arrived with the body of her body because Boddy had been bludgeoned in his being. That's when the motorist arrived. Are you a killer? I locked her in the lounge. Dead. That's when the unexpected cop showed up. Hello, your life is rather peculiar. Can you canoe? Dead. And then the maid got strangled in the billiard room. Dead. Which brings us to I am bad. Dead. And here we all are. Bravo.
But what does it prove? Nothing.
Well,
Enough of this. I know who the murderer is.
you do?
I do.
Alright then, Miss Scarlet, we're listening. Who do you accuse?
It was Professor Plum in the hall with the revolver.
Liar.
We all heard the gun go off, Professor, and I found your stupid tobacco pipe here when we were searching the house. When'd you drop it, huh? While scoping out the best vantage point to kill your next victim? And I bet that poor singing telegram girl was an old patient of yours, right?
I've never seen that girl before in my life. It wasn't me.
Alright then, the gun is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
Well done, Wadsworth.
You can't prove anything if you're all dead.
That may be so. But if we're alive, there's your man, officer.
Well done, Wadsworth.
Hey, that's what I said.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it now. Handcuffs, Chief of Police. Professor Plum, you're coming.
But that's not what happened. It really happened like this.
We're listening, Professor. Who do you accuse?
It was Colonel Mustard with the wrench in the study lounge.
I never lounge.
I found your Medal of Honor in the lounge where the motorist was killed by the wrench to the head, and that wrench belongs to you.
That's a lie.
Alright then, the wrench is missing. Ladies, empty your purses. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Whoever has the wrench is the murderer.
Well done, Wadsworth.
There's your man, officer. Now, Colonel Troopin.
Well done, Wadsworth.
Hey, that's what I said.
Yes, well, I'm saying it now. Guilty verdict, Chief of Police. Colonel Mustard, you're coming with me.
You have it all wrong. It happened like this.
Alright, we're listening, Colonel. Who do you accuse?
It was Mrs. White in the billiard room with the rope.
I'd rather die.
I found you bail in the billiard room, and I saw how you cringed tonight when the vet served you dinner.
It's true. I hated Yvette. She had a torrid love affair with my late husband. I hated her. I hated her so much. It's the flames on the side of my face, breathing, heaving breaths. But just because I hated her doesn't mean I killed her.
Alright then, the rope is missing. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies,
Well done, Wadsworth. Hey, that's what I said.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it now. Mark my words, Chief of Police. This is why
It happened like this.
Mrs. White, who do you accuse?
It was Mrs. Peacock in the kitchen with the dagger. I found her feather by the corpse.
The dagger is missing. Ladies,
Well done, Wadsworth. Hey, that's what I said.
Now I'm saying it now. Maximo.
Chief of Police.
But that's not how it happened.
It happened like this.
It was Mrs. Scarlet in the library with the candlestick.
You can't do this to me.
Frankly, Miss Scarlet, I don't give a damn. That's not how it happened. I know who the murderer is.
You do?
I do. Freeze! All of you. You're all killers.
You can't prove anything, Mr. Wadsworth.
I'm not Mr. Wadsworth. I'm Mr. Boddy.
But how can you be Mr. Boddy if Boddy bled all over me?
It wasn't Boddy's body who was bleeding.
But if Boddy wasn't Boddy, then who was he?
He was Wadsworth. My butler.
But if you're the real Mr. Boddy, then what was your purpose in dragging this all out?
Well, when you started killing people, I decided to roll the dice. Secret self-employed and kill off my entire network of spies and informers. Which you did. Splendidly, by the way. Generously leaving your fingerprints on every glass, doorknob, and dead body.
But why this whole charade? The searching of the house, the madness of retracing our steps?
It's all a part of the game.
Game?
Yes, well, I'm relaxed now. You see, now that you've killed everyone off, I've gotten off. Scot-free. Now I have each of you on the hook for murder.
Wait a minute. We can all rush him. He's got no more bullets left in that gun.
Oh, you don't think I'll fall for that old trick, do you?
It's not a trick. There was one shot at Mr. Boddy in the study, 2 for the chandelier, 2 at the lounge door, and 1 for the singing telegram girl.
That's not 6.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
No, there's only one shot at the chandelier. That's 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1.
Even if you're right, that'd be 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, not 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1.
What? Shut up! Anyway, the point is there's one more left of this gun. Whoever moves is gonna get it.
So you're just gonna keep blackmailing us and we're all supposed to pretend this never happened?
Of course. Why not?
Well, I'll tell you why not. Larry Goodman, FBI. The jig is up. You missed me.
You're FBI?
Apparently, I'm a dead runner for Green. He got a letter just like each of you, but he came to the bureau to ask for help. I took his place tonight so we could have a sting operation.
Some sting. 6 people died on your watch.
I usually work the desk. I mean, property crime, you know, theft, fraud. That's why I was so tickled when the real Wadsworth risked his neck to drop off a whole briefcase worth of evidence last night.
You've had the evidence this whole time.
It's all right here. First, Miss Scarlett's books, including names of customers and employees, justifying why she killed the cops. It was listed here on her table.
Give me that.
And a love letter addressed to Professor Plum. That singing telegram girl was teenage daughter of the head of you know who. Who would have come clean to Daddy? Who would have cleaned out Professor Plum? So you killed her.
Now see here.
Those negatives, Colonel. These negatives, quite the regular at Miss Scarlett's establishment. Bet you couldn't be a colonel anymore if that motorist had informed your general where he drives you on Tuesday nights.
I just wanted somebody to talk to.
Shark's fin soup indeed, Mrs. Peacock. Too bad your old cook couldn't keep quiet. If only she hadn't blabbed about your briberies, then maybe you wouldn't have killed her, just before joining us outside the billiard room. Now we know what really took you so long.
Circumstantial evidence will never hold up in a court of law.
Yes, but this notarized record from the cook will. And Mrs. White, now you weren't lying. You really did hate them.
Flames on the side.
Okay, we get it. Here is a container holding fingerprints collected at the scenes of your previous murders.
But I never killed my husband.
Fingerprints, I'm sure the FBI will be able to match those found on the noose tied around Yvette's neck.
I wore gloves.
You mean these? And last but not least, Mr. Bobby, Robert. Now you didn't hate Yvette at all, did you?
What's it to you?
Illicit green card love affair is the icing on the cake of this FBI file. An FBI file on the whole Boddy family. Your butler, the real Wadsworth, has been feeding us information for months. Talk about a real American.
He was British.
You know what I mean. I see why you want to kill him. Twice. Your shot missed him in the study, but he wisely played dead. Wasn't until you caught him trying to escape and you bludgeoned him to death with the lead pipe I dropped on my way to the kitchen.
I mean, really, who drops a murder weapon?
But I didn't know it was a... Boddy family has been wanted for organized crime for generations, but they've always eluded the law. Until now. Tonight, the Boddy business has reached a dead end.
You leave my family out of this. Hold me there. It's getting dark. Yep. There I go.
He's dead.
Not yet.
Come on.
Smile when your heart is breaking. Smile. Larry. 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 Yep.
You're right. I tell you, this was one of the most exciting nights I've had in a long time. But now you're all under arrest. Officers, here are the criminals you've been waiting for, and you'll find the confessions we've been waiting for in the billiard room.
The tapes.
All right, who done it?
She did. They all did. But if you want to know who killed Mr. Boddy, it was me, Special Agent Larry Good, in the hall with my gun.
Well done, gentlemen.
That's
what he said.
And that is how it really... sorry. Well, officers, take them away. I'm going home to sleep with my wife.